You're under arrest for breach of data protection.
Right.
Yeah. So you don't have to say anything when questioned. Don't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Under arrest for data protection. Oh my God.
Where you going?
And just passing, so I thought I'd have a quick look.
You need to go off his private property. You can't film here.
I can't film here.
No.
Why not?
So we're asking you not to film.
All right, but that's I just wanted to have a quick look. That's all. Can I go around and have a little look?
Okay.
Just before I go, then, is that big steel bit there part of your building?
So I'm not at liberty to tell you that.
You're not at liberty to tell me that. Okay. 'Cause it's just that. Right. Okay. So.
I'd like to leave, please.
Whereabouts is your boundary? Where can I film from?
The highway.
The highway.
That's where the boundary is. Public highway.
Public highway over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, doke. Well, what I'll do then, I'll just let you know. When I saw this steel building here, I thought, I don't know if it's part of this part, but what it looks.
Filming now.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you mind not filming, please?
Why is that?
GDPR. I don't want to be on your camera. So if you stop filming, please.
So GDPR.
Yeah. Data protection. I'm giving you consent to film. So I ask you to stop filming and leave, please.
But you don't have to give me consent, do you?
You do, yeah. Filming somebody without their consent under GDPR is against the law.
GDPR, does that not apply just to companies though? I thought that just applied to companies.
Would you like to stop filming, please?
Not really. I just came to get the beauty of the place, really. That's all. Just, yeah. Well, is there anything you can tell me about the place at all?
Yeah, I can ask you for your name and address.
My name and address?
Yeah.
Can we have your name and address?
No, you don't need to. You're already filming when you shouldn't be.
What's your name and address? Oh man, right, okay then. Filming when I shouldn't be. Do you know what me up to the boundary then? Whereabouts is it? Sorry, the main road. Is it just this? Oh, there he goes. Just to let you know. I only want to let you know. I'm going to take a drone over to do some shots from the air. That's all. I'm going to take a drone over.
What do?
So say that again.
So you won't be doing.
I won't take a drone over.
No, you haven't got permission. It's private property. You can't be.
Do I have to get? Who can I get permission from to fly a drone over?
Stop filming, please.
I'll just ask that one last question because I am going to fly it over. It's just that.
You to stop filming, please.
Right, okay then. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I am going to fly the drone over now. I'm going to just take off.
Oh, you know.
A content creator visits a tech company to capture some aerial footage, expecting a simple and routine shoot. However, what starts as a basic task quickly spirals into a tense situation when employees, and later, local enforcement officers, get involved. What follows is a perfect example of how an ordinary event can turn into a lesson on what not to do. Discussions about privacy laws, surveillance rights, and even an unexpected arrest unfold. This video takes a detailed look at how accountability is handled at every level. Let's find out if everyone truly understands the law as well as they think they do.
Alright then guys, I think we're picking it back up because more or less immediately a guy's coming out now. What we'll do is we'll have a quick chat to him. We are on public land now, so there's no recourse.
Where's the drone? Can I see your licence?
See my drone licence?
Yeah.
You don't need to.
Flying it over our facility, I need to see your licence.
You don't need to see my licence. Why would you need to see my licence?
Property, and we've got intellectual property on that facility.
I'm about to take it over now.
You're not taking it over.
I'm definitely.
Phone the police.
Don't phone police. Come on, that's silly, isn't it? Just for a bit of drone footage.
Yeah.
Come on, don't be silly. Come on. Got two of them now.
Stop filming as well.
Come on, don't be like that. Come on.
You've been asked polite 3 times.
You at 999 in that, are you? Oh, are you kidding? Ring 101, that'll take ages, 101, won't it? But so I'm going to take it off soon, but don't be like that, come on. Guys, I think he's phoning the police, that's
we've got
crazy.
A gentleman filming with a drone. He's got no drone licence, he won't send me a drone licence, and he's flying it over now.
I've got no drone licence. This guy is like funny, isn't he?
And he's actually filming us. It's Hotel X-Ray 5. 9 Juliet Road.
Now we've got the truck coming out as well, look. We've got your locks.
He's just pulled up on a push bike or whatever, and he's stood at our facility.
Let's see if the police set this guy straight. I think the police are going to tell him to go back to work. So, get back inside your property and go back to work. That's what they're going to tell him.
The employee's response takes things to a whole new level. It's important to remember that 999 should only be used for real emergencies. Calling the emergency number just because someone is recording from a public sidewalk doesn't align with why that line exists. It also risks occupying a vital service that could be needed by someone facing an actual crisis. Now that the police are involved, the situation has become far more serious.
Filming me, and it's filming our facility. That's what I say. It can't be on 999 now, can it? I mean, if he's taking up all this resource, this is trillion. In, I believe, Ireland, this guy has been on 999 for, I mean, it's got to be nearly 5 minutes now. Man, there might be like fires or like ambulance service needed or something. This guy is just like been on 999 from Trillium for like 5 minutes. That's crazy, that. Still on the phone to 999. That is crazy, that, isn't it? 999 for a man with a Camry.
Yeah. No problem. All right. Thank you very much. Thanks. Bye.
Right, sounds like he's had his advice now. Probably be popping off back into work. There he goes. And there he goes. When they've got back inside, we'll take the drone.
Okay, police are on the way.
Police are on the way. Oh no, that's crazy. Right, I better be quick with this drone then, aren't I, if they're going to come and get me. Oh man. Well, what a response that was. This is Trillion. Or Trillium. And off he goes. Right guys, what I'll do, I'll get the drone up now. We need to get these shots in. And when the police attend, if they do, then we'll have a chat to them as well and see what they've got to say about all this.
This situation seems to show a clear case of misusing emergency services. The real question to ask is whether there's an immediate danger to life or property, or if a crime is actively taking place. Someone recording from a public area generally doesn't fit any of those conditions. Since the operator has to stay on the call, those 5 minutes could delay help for someone facing an actual emergency. The real test now is how the attending officers choose to deal with it.
You know the rules and regulations to do with filming cameras.
Do I know what, sorry, the rules and
The rules
regulations?
and regulations to do with filming.
Filming?
Yes. That's what I believe you've been
That's
doing.
what I'm doing now, so obviously. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know them?
Do I know them? Of course I do. Of course I do, yeah.
Okay. Do you want to tell me then what you've been doing?
I'm not going to tell you anything that I don't need to tell you.
Right. Okay.
You've just come here and just accosted me for nothing.
Right.
We've got guys out there shouting through, he needs to
Right.
delete that footage.
Yes.
I need to delete my footage.
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
There are basically 3 rules with filming. Very similar to the use of CCTV. Yeah?
Here we go, come on.
If
Come on,
you're
cops explain.
If you're filming yourself, you can do what you like.
Ooh, yeah.
And as far as I'm concerned, you're filming me, you can do what you like. I don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
More than welcome to.
Mhm.
Okay?
Yeah.
If you're filming a private space, so if you are filming, well, initially, if you're filming a public space, you can do, but you need to be willing to show that footage to whoever asks. You also need to comply with the Data Protection Act, which means that you need to be willing to delete that footage should they ask to. Yes?
No, yeah, you've got that all wrong, honestly.
No, I haven't.
Of course you have.
No, I haven't, because it's
It was
to do
covered
with
by data protection, right?
Right.
Can I just explain that? I'll tell you that. I'll let you on.
Yeah,
I'll
go on
let
then.
you know then. Yeah.
Go on then.
Data protection only applies to businesses. It doesn't apply to individuals. There
Right.
you go. Look, that's your first mistake. Yeah.
It does apply to individuals. And if you're saying it only applies to business, that's a business. They've asked you to delete it.
No, I'm not a business so I don't have to delete it.
Right.
As soon as the community support officer steps in, the atmosphere becomes noticeably more intense. One of the fundamentals of policing is that officers should have a solid grasp of the laws they're enforcing. Yet the PCSO confidently claims that anyone filming in public must show their recordings upon request, something that generally isn't a legal obligation for a private individual. From the start, this misunderstanding sets the stage for a problematic exchange. Let's watch how things develop from here.
Rubbish
You
on
do if
camera.
they've asked you to.
You're talking rubbish on
Because
camera.
otherwise,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I'm not talking rubbish, because otherwise, what you're doing is surveillance. Have
Yeah.
you got a ripper? Have you applied for a ripper? Do you know what a ripper is?
A what, sorry?
A ripper.
What's a ripper?
A ripper.
No.
A ripper is the paperwork to allow you to do surveillance, which is what you're doing with that.
I'm not doing surveillance. That's
You
silly.
are doing
I'm
surveillance,
doing
it's your
aerial
recording.
photography.
Yeah, which is surveillance. Form of surveillance.
Can you identify yourself, please? Because
Yep,
you just
I'm
walked
Charlie
up to me.
Osprey too. I'm
And
PCSO.
yourself, lady.
Charlie Osprey 964.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Okay. So what you are doing is surveillance. You've just said you're taking photographs. Yeah?
I
That's
haven't
a
said
form of
that. I've not
surveillance.
confirmed anything.
Right? That's a form of surveillance. You're telling me that you're filming, that you've filmed over there. That is a company. They've asked you to delete footage of what you're filming, of what you filmed there.
I won't be
Are you
deleting.
refusing to do so?
Well, obviously, there's
Why?
nobody. I'll tell you what. I'll let you know
Why?
then. I'll let you know the law. That yeah.
Right?
Only a court can make me delete that footage.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
There you go. So you can't delete it. You can't ask me to.
Right.
Well, you can ask me to, but I don't have
There
to.
is a government ombudsman that deals with footage like that.
Lovely.
Okay?
Yeah.
They can take you to court,
Oh, my
certainly,
God. Yeah.
and they will prosecute you, and they will fine you. And it is hundreds of thousands of pounds, because it's the same rules and regulations that we use for surveillance.
All I would say is, good luck trying to get £100,000 out of me. I literally haven't got
if you don't pay that,
£100,000.
then it's potentially a prison sentence, then, isn't it?
Ooh, prison.
The officer's statements are now drifting into unfounded territory. In reality, the Regulation of Investigatory Powers Act, RIPA, applies to government bodies engaged in surveillance, not to private citizens taking photos in public. Suggesting that a member of the public needs special authorization under this law is simply wrong. Even more concerning is the mention of possible imprisonment over data protection, which seems like a major overreach for a situation involving public photography. The question now is, how much further will he push it?
I want to get in prison.
Well, I'm asking you nicely, will you delete the footage that you filmed over there?
You can ask, can't you?
I can ask. Will,
No. I've not confirmed or denied whether I'm going to delete the
will you
footage.
delete the footage? Please.
What would you do if I don't delete the footage? I'm going back over in a minute. The drone's going back up in a minute.
Right. Okay, well, potentially we can get officers here to arrest you and take you away.
Arrest me for what? Go on, listen,
Right,
what
for
law?
breach of data protection.
That's not. So, you're under arrest for breach of data protection.
Right.
Yeah. You don't have to say anything when questioned. Don't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Under arrest for data protection. Oh my God. Come on. What are them pink things on top of your radio? Anyway, I'm really interested in that.
It's just an identifier marker.
Nice. I'm really interested.
Yeah, Charlie Oscar 82. I'm with the gentleman here now up on Huddersfield Road. I've spoken to him. I've explained the Data Protection Act and the rules and regulations regarding filming. I've asked him to hold the footage. He's refused. I've asked him to delete the footage. He's refused. Is there an officer that can come and deal with this, please?
Nice. This officer will come out and he'll say, "Let him do it." So I'm gonna fly over again in a minute. Honestly, I'm gonna take that drone up, fly over again, because I haven't finished the footage. I only stopped because you guys turned up.
Well, why are you filming? Why are you filming them in particular? Can I ask that, please?
Coming past, saw it, thought it'd be a really interesting building.
Right. And they've come out and asked you not to film.
Yep,
And why have you then carried on?
because I wanted to.
Right. Because you wanted to.
Yeah, I tried.
So not because of any other reason than you just being deliberately obtuse?
No, I'm not being deliberately obtuse.
But you are.
I'm not being deliberately obtuse
Okay,
at all.
well, I've explained to you the rules and regulations and how it works and what's expected of you, and the fact that you have responsibilities as someone who is filming, and you're refusing to abide by those.
I don't have to abide by those. Can I just say, you're talking nonsense.
I'm
You
not.
really are talking
I'm
nonsense. When the actual police officer gets here,
Yeah.
if I bother waiting for him, I might just get the footage now and drive off on my bike.
Right.
You know what I mean?
This moment marks the turning point of the entire audit, the real wow factor. To make an arrest, an officer must have reasonable suspicion that a specific offense has actually been committed. Here, the PCSO's mock arrest over an alleged data protection breach comes across as more performative than legitimate, carrying no real legal basis. Data protection laws rarely amount to arrestable offenses in situations like this. This display seriously calls his professionalism into question. The real test now is how his fellow officer chooses to respond.
Because she probably knows.
Yeah, not a problem. Well, I've explained to the gentleman about how it works with, as far as him actually kind of filming, and know it's impeding on other people, obviously, and how they've asked him to delete it, and that is technically an offence that he's committed there.
Technically offence that I committed. This guy.
Yeah. So there we go, sir.
Technically an offence.
Well, it is. It is an
Are
offence.
you going to go now so I can finish my drone footage?
No, I'm not.
You're not going to go?
No, I'm not. No, you seem to be enjoying filming me, so you like.
This is crazy. So, are you going to waste police time just by standing here?
Yeah, because you're intent on doing that, so.
I'm not intent on wasting police time. I'd like you to go so I can finish my drone footage.
Yeah, well, I've asked you to delete the footage. I've asked you to show me the footage. You refuse both.
Yeah, because I don't really want to.
Right? And you've not even explained yourself as to why you don't want to.
I just don't feel like it.
You don't feel like
Yeah. What did you have for breakfast this morning? Why did you have it? You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. And as I said, you don't feel like it. You're being completely obstructive. I've been completely reasonable with you. I've spoken to you politely.
Can I just explain to you the situation, right, from a high level point of view, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So go on then.
I'm stood in a public place.
Yep.
This is a public place. Yep.
Yep.
I'm filming from a public place. I'm flying my drone from a public place.
Mm-hmm.
I'm abiding by all the drone laws.
Right.
I'm abiding by all the filming laws.
Right.
You guys have come here telling me I'm committing an offence.
Yep.
And now you stood there and you won't leave.
Right.
And you've admitted that you're going to stand there wasting police time.
Right. Okay.
Crazy. We're in a really crazy situation here.
Okay.
At this stage, the officers seem to reinforce their earlier mistakes. Police officers are expected to provide clear and accurate information, not to misstate the law. It's troubling to hear the female PCSO assert to a constable that some kind of technical offense has taken place. Meanwhile, the male PCSO, openly admitting he'll remain on scene purely to interfere with the filming, raises serious doubts about whether his actions are a reasonable use of time and authority.
I don't have to and I don't want to.
Right.
I've got more footage to get, yeah. You know what I mean? I've literally got... I'm running out of time to get all this droned over. I've got some other places I need to get to.
As far as it goes with the privacy laws, the rules and regulations, if you film somebody and somebody asks you to then delete it, you have to be willing to at least show them with it and explain why you're not going to delete it, and explain to someone in authority.
Under what law? That ends the conversation, doesn't it, really? Under what law? Right. If you explain to me the laws that require me to do something,
right.
If you explain to me the law that requires me to do something, I will do it. But I know the law, so...
Right.
Yeah. This guy's back again now, look, having a little word with the lady. So, trying to get me into more trouble, probably. And look, listen, it's filming. It's just been filming on our property. Yeah. This is a bit more interesting now, but thank you for your attempt at explaining
it. Sir. I thought you were going to stay and talk to my colleague when he gets here anyway.
I'm going to stay and talk to your colleague, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because
your colleague, right, has no power over me unless I'm committing a crime.
Right.
That's true. Like, he has no jurisdiction over me Oh, hey up, here we go. Hunt van as well. What law are you going to arrest me under here? You've got to be really careful. This guy will probably know a bit more about it, won't he? Hopefully this guy will be a bit more reasonable.
Okay, I've been perfectly reasonable with you.
Hi there, how you doing, mate? I'm hoping you'll be a little bit more reasonable than these guys. These guys are trying to...
The PCSO's closing remarks only extend the ongoing stream of misinformation. In reality, there's no general law that forces someone to display or delete their recordings. Neither a private citizen nor a PCSO has that authority unless a specific legal power applies. The auditor stands firm as the police constable finally steps in, and now everything hinges on what happens next. Will the officer repeat the same mistakes, or will he finally set the record straight?
I plan to.
You plan to?
Yeah.
Right. Do you have permission to fly over there with me in private property?
What permission? This is what I've just been through with these guys.
Right.
What permission do I need?
It's classed as private property there, so it's classed as trespass.
It's not classed as trespass. If it is classed as a trespass, if I were flying low causing a nuisance, that'd be a civil trespass.
It is a civil matter, you're right.
That would be a civil trespass. So I don't know why you guys would be getting involved. But if I fly it high, it's not classed as a trespass. If an helicopter flies over, you don't class it as a trespass, do you?
I don't think there's any sort of minimum horizontal distance anywhere with drones anymore. I think it's changed.
Exactly.
Recently. You probably know more than I do, to be honest.
Yeah, I reckon I probably do. So yeah. That's why I'm still here. Because let me just tell you this, right? I'm not stupid, right? If I were committing a crime, I would have been on my toes now on that little bike, and nobody would have caught me. But I'm not committing a crime. That's why I'm still standing here. I just want to prove to everybody that I'm,
I don't think you have committed a crime.
Excellent.
You should be in handcuffs.
Exactly.
However, I've got to try and work with you.
Yeah, you can try and work.
In terms of when you're flying a drone in public, like you're doing now, you can film anywhere.
Yeah.
Nobody can stop you. You can start to film what you want, which isn't an issue. However, once you cross over the border into sort of where factories are, it's private property, isn't it?
Yeah, but there's no.
How would you feel if somebody encroached into your private home and started filming you?
Yeah, that's different. Yeah, that's residential. So if
it's still private.
If you fly over somebody's residential house and you're like looking in the windows or something, that's covered under privacy laws. But if you're flying over like a business or something like that, just getting some aerial footage and whatnot, there's no.
You're supposed to seek authority from them first, really. It's their private property.
Well, that's an opinion. That's not a fact. Yeah,
it's a fact. It's private property.
No, well, I'll tell you what then.
It is a civil matter and it is trespass.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, as soon as you've been so nice to me when you come over, you kept your distance or whatever, I'll let you know, because I know a bit more about you than the drone laws, yeah? Basically, I can fly over there with this sub-250 drone, I can fly over the private property, and that's because they do not control the airspace or own the airspace. The Civil Aviation Authority controls and owns the airspace, and there are no, I checked before I launched, there are no controls in place over this airspace here.
Right.
So, for instance, prisons and airports, there's controls in place.
You're right.
Yeah. So you can't fly over them because the Civil Aviation Authority says you can't, and it's actually a crime to do that. Whereas the airspace over this facility here, it's not owned by this facility. They can't tell me whether or not I can fly something over or not. It's literally owned and controlled by the Civil Aviation Authority. And there's no...
The arrival of the constable brings a noticeable shift in tone. A key measure of professionalism is whether an officer takes steps to de-escalate and verify the facts first. Right away, the PC asks the correct questions about the drone's weight and the operator's credentials, demonstrating a clear grasp of the applicable regulations. His calm, methodical approach stands out as a prime example of proper policing, a stark contrast to the confusion we witnessed earlier.
Nearly. I have got a little bit more. When these two arrived, I had to stop filming because I just wanted to have a quick chat with them just to make sure they weren't going to jump me out.
They don't really do that.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I just thought I'd just...
Well, we're not those type of people.
Yeah, good. That's really good.
We've got a job to do. If somebody raises concerns, we're going to speak to him.
Absolutely, yeah. What you'd be best off doing, just nipping in and just telling him, what he's doing is completely legal. That's what I would tell him. I would literally, that would be your job today. You'd literally just go in and just say, look, I know you might not like it, but what he's doing is completely legal. We haven't got any jurisdiction. The guy's not committed a crime, so we don't have any power over him. Basically, I know.
I say I've not got an issue with you.
Yeah.
The only
No,
issue
me
comes
too.
when you're flying it low and whatever else.
Yeah. I
As
mean,
far as I understood it, if it's private property, you're not allowed to fly over unless you've got permission.
yeah, I think we've got a bit of a better attitude than these two PCS. Are these PCSOs here? I think they
No,
are.
yeah.
Yeah. I think they're just a bit. I don't know. It's telling me things about things that I can or can't do.
I'll suggest in the future, if you are going to look at doing this, I can't see an issue. As long as you speak to the people first, avoids an issue.
Yeah, I did. And I think.
Who did you speak to from there?
The guy that just came out. Basically, what I did is.
Did you speak to him beforehand or?
Yeah, I spoke to him before I took off. So I went. I literally parked up, got my bike parked up, filmed the sign over there. He came out. Another guy came out. That guy came out with him. Straight over to me, what you doing? I said, I'm filming. He said, you can't film. I said, I can. So anyway, what I did is I came off onto the public land, took my drone off. He says, I've come over, I've caught police. I says, oh, you haven't wasted police time, have you? In 999, he were on phone 999 for 5 minutes.
A lot of people get upset by it.
I know, but that doesn't mean you can.
It definitely sounds for a lot of people it is an invasion of privacy, isn't it? Because they're doing the job, they don't want to be bothered by stuff like that.
Well, yeah, that's their opinion, isn't it? That's their feeling as well, isn't it? So it's just it depends what you can do under law, doesn't it? Basically, I follow the law.
So if they want to pursue you for the civil side of it, for trespass or whatever else, but where you've been before we got here, I'll advise them they can do that. Yeah. So, as far as criminal offences go, I can't see any, so you won't be detained or arrested by us or anything.
Oh, that's excellent.
All I can do is speak to you, just say, look, avoid issues, I speak to people first.
Excellent, yeah.
Not upsetting them and causing issues where we get home.
Excellent. Well, it looks like you've diffused the situation here, the police situation. They're getting a little bit I was getting a little bit worried that you were going when you came in van as well, because when they come in car, it's not so bad, but when you pull up in a van, that means you've a potential to be in back of that, haven't you? If it comes, that turns up.
That's just what we'll have to drive today, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I prefer to be in car.
Excellent.
Right, are you getting any back down going or?
I'm just going to finish the drone shots.
Journey from a simple request to capture aerial footage to a tense encounter with law enforcement. In the end, the constable's professionalism brought the situation under control, but this incident offers some clear takeaways. First, understand the basics. Filming in public is generally legal. Second, PCSO powers are limited and their understanding of the law isn't always accurate. Third, calling 999 inappropriately ties up a critical service and can prevent help reaching real emergencies. What are your thoughts on the PCSO's mock arrest? Share your opinion in the comments. If you found this analysis helpful, consider subscribing for more breakdowns like this. Remember, this content is educational and not a substitute for legal advice. Always check your local regulations.